camera. I do things. Hi, vibers. I am Mindy and I'm living intentionally. I don't really want to be so much living just right now. So I was non-fatally strangled and it damaged my throat and I'll never swallow properly again. Like if you can just swallow, you should be so grateful. It feels amazing to just swallow. And I didn't know what I had until it was gone. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. So my voice has changed and I have been getting the feedback all my life, just like as I'm a person in the world, like singing because I love to sing and it's my joy. Also speaking, also just my speaking voice. Like it's not like a backhanded insult when someone says to me, you have a great voice for radio. Like, no, I like, yeah. Before I had all this vocal fry, I really did have a great voice for radio. And I think I still do, and I probably still do. Um, but the feedback that I got from just like everybody, including like trained vocalists and stuff, was that I had a really gifted singing voice, and I loved singing. And it's like it's not so much what it sounds like, okay? It's like the fact that like I can't make my voice do things anymore. So when I was strangled, I was screaming and I was also like not even like at the wheel because I am a dissociative identity disorder system and we're co-conscious all the time. So like I was aware of what she was doing and I was like, hey, little girl, like he's not home right now. You're not gonna reach him. Keep your mouth shut. And she was like, no, like I think I can snap him out of it. Like it's true love. And I was like, no, if you scream, he's gonna strangle us. Like that's just what it is. Like just don't, please don't. But like I can't stop that little girl behind the wheel from doing anything. So she screamed and like all of the like all of the pitches of where he muted me. It's weird to say me. That's weird. That's good. That's healthy. Yes, we want to like hit on that shit. We do. Because that's weird to say me. Because it didn't happen to me. For me, to me, it didn't happen to me. It happened to her. It happened to the little girl. Not to me. And yeah, owning that it happened to me. Very healthy. Very good. Glad that that feels. Glad that that hurts. Yeah. Good thing, good pain. And so like where he muted me, like the what register I was in, like that's just gone. It's just mute. And it was actually like a little bit of a trick. I had to like learn how to speak again. Like initially I was opening my mouth to talk and the register, like the female register that I have been speaking in all my life, right? Like it just wasn't there. And so it would like bottom out to something that from feedback from local strangers, I sounded like a deaf person and people like actually like approached me using sign language because they thought that I was deaf. I'm not deaf. I was just non-fatally strangled. So then I figured out how to like work around that. And so I do I almost sound the same. I know I do. I've worked at it. But this is not my voice. This is not the voice I've had. And like I I used to smoke pot, right? And when I smoked pot, I like wasn't being the snob that everybody thought I was. I was protecting my lungs. I would not like smoke a joint or like share a pipe with anybody. Like I was like, I will build a bong or I will not smoke. If you don't have a bong, I will build one or I will not smoke. That was to protect my lungs, and like now I have a voice that sounds like I've been smoking. What? And that sucks. That sucks. I've got so much vocal fry. I've got so much vocal fry and I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate vocal fry. And I hate my voice. I hate my voice. I hate my voice. Like I don't like I know it's not ravaged. The guy that did it to me, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's ravaged, just awful." And it's like, "Well, no, like I can speak, right? Now I can, I couldn't initially. I sounded deaf, right? Now I can speak. Interestingly, like my like low register, like my like resting like low like is so much lower, which is so weird because it's yet another thing that's happened to me like naturally in my life that makes me present more as a transsexual, and I'm not, and I never have been, but my voice is fucked, so I sound like someone that got fucked by the transsexual agenda, right? I know, yeah, sucks. Oh, what is the other thing? So I got uterine cancer in 2006. I survived that, but then by like 2007 or 2008, my thyroid was just like, I'm done. And it like spit out all the female hormones, stopped making them entirely, and was just like, you're going through little boy puberty now. And I went through menopause, and I one of the things that this is why like my nose got bigger and like my complexion got trashed. Like it's not awful. I mean, I used to be like a porcelain doll, but like, and like back knee, like anyway, my like hormones on paper, doctors looking at them were like, you look like someone that's trying to transition from female to male, and like you look male on paper, what's going on here? And I'm like, I'm not transitioning, I'm a girl, happy to be a girl, like what is going on? Oh, your thyroid is dying, you're going to go into a coma and die if you don't get on hormone replacement therapy. And I was like, bet, because I didn't do anything that they told me to do when I had cancer. I didn't do any conventional treatment to cure my cancer, and like miraculously my cancer went away. It was an inoperable uterine tumor the size of a fucking softball. Like half of my heart-shaped uterus was rot. I'm still alive. So I was like, I'm gonna figure out how to do natural things or I'll die. And I figured out how to do natural things. And it's like supplements and monitoring what you eat, because there's like something called like goitrogens or goitrogens. I don't know. But yeah, that was the thing that happened. And it like masculinized my face significantly. I'm much less pretty. I'm also really old though. Like I'm also like really old. And I think that that's just kind of like happening with age, is that like I'm looking more androgynous, but I don't like that because I'm like so like anti trans agenda. It's like, oh god, it's just so like infuriating. Like, oh my goodness, like we're supposed to be like transcending gender stereotypes, and instead we're adhering so strictly to them that we're butchering our physical form. It's like insane. It's completely insane. And I don't want to be viewed as a delusional, insane person. So yeah, that sucks. I don't hate people. I love there's trans individuals that I do love, and I don't hate anyone, like, you're lost. You don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And I know, like, way more than anybody else. So, like, it's my view. It's my view, and it doesn't make sense. But, like, my voice is like, it's like I'm able to sound more monstrous, like, more easily, but, like, I'm not, like, that's not, I don't want that. I don't want that. And like, where, I don't know, man. It sucks. It sucks. And like, I can't sing things that I've been singing, like, my comfort songs, my favorite songs all my life. Like, I can't, like, I didn't have voice lessons. I just had a gifted voice. I never tried to be not flat or not sharp or not pitchy. I just did it. So I have no idea, like, how to actually, like, tune my voice like an instrument, like, at all. And I'm just floundering. Like, it would be one thing if I just couldn't sing the songs that I've been singing all my life, or, like, new songs, but, like, I can't make my voice do things. Like, I can't make it sound a certain way anymore. It just kind of, like, it's such a nightmare. So, like, I'm trying to just go about my life, and, like, I just sing what I'm doing. I just, like, narrate like I'm in a fucking musical. Like, I've always done that. I just make up little songs, and now, like, every time, like, I get in my joy and I, like, forget for a second what happened to me, what he did to me, what he took from me, him, Sean Todd, or God. I don't know. There's no difference, really, is there? And then I try to sing. I try to sing the little thing, and I'm just like, oh my God. I don't know how to do this. And when I cry like this, like, I feel something happening. Like, it feels like there's something stretching, or like an object, like, going somewhere where it shouldn't, or like, but I think it's good. I think it's like, I think it's like a scar tissue type of, like, adhesion type of deal. And that if I could, like, let myself, or get myself, like, really crying like that and doing whatever that does to, like, my throat, my neck, my vocal cords, or whatever, if I could do that and, like, hold it there and, like, stretch it, I feel like that could do something. But I don't know. It's really hard. And the guy who did it says that I framed him. He doesn't even take ownership for it. Like, he's the architect of my ruin, and he doesn't even want to lay claim to it. He hates me, thinks I'm an actual demon, and he's the architect of my ruin and doesn't want to lay claim to it. Like, what the fuck, Sean? Like, the worst thing that ever happened to me. Like, twin flames, the worst thing that ever happened to me. And this started when I was 11. So, it seems like my food might be almost done. I mean, the whole twin flame thing started when I was 11. I didn't know it then. I didn't hear twin flame until, 20 years later. But, yeah. It sucks. It sucks, and I hate it, and I want to hate him, but I can't exactly hate him. I want to. I can't even, like, type it to him. I can't even say I hate you, because I don't hate him. I love him. I love him so much. And before he did this to me, like, he put a song in my heart. And, like, spring of 2021, I was snatched up off the street and put into a mental hospital and shot up with fucking antipsychotics. And it just, like, burned music out of my head. Like, I had, like, no memory of music. I had no concept of music. Anytime I heard music in the world, or anything reminded me of music, I would be like, oh yeah. And then when I wasn't listening to music, it's like music didn't exist. I finally understood what my little brother had been talking about, where like he doesn't do music, there's no music for him anymore. I don't know why antipsychotics want to like stop music from going through your mind, but that's what they did to me. And then like in the fall, Sean Todd, twin flame, he just called me randomly, and he was just being sweet. He just wanted me on the line. He loved me, and he sang Nirvana to me, and it was like clouds parted and harps like strummed and angels sang and trumpets trumped, and like just like a switch, music got turned back on in my brain, and I could remember music again. Not like how I could before, not like how before I was damaged from the antipsychotic experience, but like I remembered music, and I could, generate music again. I could think of it, and I could remember that I didn't remember my favorite songs anymore and put them on, like it was transformative. It was powerful. And his voice, like he was just this like instrument, this tool of creation that like enabled that to happen for me. Like I don't even have any explanation for it. Like I wasn't, I wasn't thinking that anything was going to heal me at the time that it happened. I was just like, oh yeah, music. I love music. Nirvana. I love Nirvana. He nor I remember what Nirvana song he sang, and he nor I remember what Dead Kennedys song I sang to him the first time we kissed. But music was back on for me at that point. Like, but I'm a little bit more brain damaged every time they catch and release me, In 2021, I was picked up off the street for performing cat urine exorcisms on passerby against their will and threatening to kill children in the park. Very specific, very random things. Two fucking very specific, weird fucking things. Like, obviously, the cat urine exorcism thing's way weirder than the killing children in the park, but, like, somebody called the police and just lied through their teeth, and I am permanently damaged. Ladies and gentlemen, you have no rights if you have a history of mental illness in the United States of America. I am proof of that. So, I don't know. I just kind of like turned the camera on to talk. Oh, I'm cute. Thank you. It helps me. It's like it just keeps me from like spinning out, like I'm just like, it's just hard for me to even like fathom reality in which I can't sing. Like I actually wanted to have a music career. Like at one point I had a dear friend, music producer. I was in the studio with him. He was like, oh, you are going to blow everybody out of the water, like you're gonna be famous, and like that was, like fame would be cool. I just wanted to do what I loved. And back then, what was that, like 2016, I was like much less damaged in my brain, and my stream of consciousness like flowed a lot better. Now it's been really kind of stopped up, and I'm pretty stupid. And I think sometimes I do sound insane, but I'm like totally not. And if you want to like look into those things, you can. It's all like it just seems very old hat like to me. Like the CIA like has declassified the documents that like this is how remote viewing works. Like it's not anything. It's not anything. And I just had those abilities, and they just targeted me and tried to remove those abilities. They did a very good job. I'm mostly, disabled. Like they mostly disabled me as far as like, the next evolution of like humanity. I don't really uh like confidently project anything that you would desire to be, like I'm really broken and I know that. But I'm doing the best that I can. And oh my goodness, like what a blessing, like how amazing it is that I can even turn on the camera and talk to the camera. That's amazing. I get sick from looking at the screen. I get migraines really easily. It seems like what's going on is like there's a DID something going on here that when I don't know like who's in the front seat and who's in the back seat and who's in the trunk, but like some configuration, it seems like depending on who has eyes on what I'm doing, I won't get the debilitating migraine, vertigo, nausea, swelling in my face from looking at a screen or an LED light. It's really weird. I don't understand it. But like DID, like one altar will need glasses, or like one altar will have like diabetes and be like insulin dependent or something, like crazy fucking shit, like our consciousness like creates the reality experience that we're having, and our belief shapes reality. This DID thing, not so much a belief that I had, like I kind of stumbled into it. I did not think that it was me. I did like when it came all, the internet was like DID, it really blew up. Everybody thought they were for like a minute, right? And I was like, shit, like this kind of sounds familiar. This kind of tracks. Is that me? Because, the thing is, I've been going to therapists for like a decade. Like, it's like there's a house and there's versions of me, like me at different ages and me at different abilities, that like live in that house. And sometimes they're all sitting at the table and other times like they're in their rooms. But like, it has been progressing to the point where I'm like absolutely losing control to the do I lose control to anyone besides my little solid save state? I call them solid save states. My experience with this predates my awareness that it's DID. Solid save states. I call them solid save states. I think something beeped behind me. And it seems like the little one is the one that that really takes the wheel. Like, I don't understand why whenever my boyfriend started beating on me or violently physically hurt me, I would instantly be a small child. I don't understand that. That doesn't seem like the system is functioning properly, because like shouldn't there be the like the monster altar, the protector? Sorry, the protector like can present as a monster, but like the monster was created for the purpose of protecting the vulnerable parts of your, I don't want to say fractured consciousness, because actually DID is the a child's consciousness coalesces into one thing if they don't experience any traumatic stuff. If they do experience traumatic stuff, then it doesn't coalesce into one thing. It's not that it came together and broke apart, so I don't like to say fractured. I didn't coalesce properly. And near as I can figure, aside from like bullying, like I was bullied, but I mean, I was bullied because I'm like a born psychopath. And people like detect that. But near as I can figure, examining my timeline of life, the reason that I didn't coalesce properly and that I have solid save states that I can operate from, tapping different parts of the timeline as someone that exists outside of time and space itself. Anyway, the I am event. I don't know what to call this. I'm like, it doesn't matter how much I talk about it. It's like, it's still like, I don't know how to talk about it. Like, I am the I am. I am that I am. I am. I am. I am. And I've been aware that I am. I am since I was 5 years old. It's really heavy. It's a lot. And that I am awakening, that enlightenment, which is like really like ancient teachings. Like, it's all stuff that like you can pull books off the library, and like if anybody was enlightened or aware around me when I was talking about the things before, feedback from reality was that I was being labeled as crazy. I was coming off as like mentally unwell. I did not have the term schizophrenic. There was not even any awareness of mental illness in 1988. Okay. Like, but I was getting like a consistent, timeline awareness, overlay, vision, intuitive knowing, information, warning, clairvoyance, of being in like a padded room in a mental health facility, like before I had any notion what that was or what that meant. It was just like a very like fearful thing, and it was like, okay, so don't let people know that you see dead people. Don't let people know that you're like able to communicate with the watchers, and like, yeah, like just like exist under the radar. Like, don't get caught being God on earth. Don't get caught being God on earth. That was like really like my thing. And then my other thing was like, wake everyone up, because I am so bored and so lonely and frustrated. So the thing about this is that like ultimately we are all God in God's dissociative identity disorder system. We're all alters in God's DID system, right? But it seems like becoming aware that I am the I am, that I am God, and having to juggle being the created and being the creator, quantum navigating timelines. It was a lot. And I think that the childlike aspect of me when I was 5 years old kind of had to be tabled or shelved, because like she couldn't understand what was going on. So like it's kind of like that was preserved, and it makes sense that that's the one that is consistently like needs time at the wheel. Not a timeout, time at the wheel. She's been in timeout like all my life, yo. So the funny thing about my twin flame, right, is that like there's this like energy that was like a twin energy, like I'm a living cartoon, right? I'm an actual psychopath. Like I think that the I am awakening is really what like kept me from being like the next, I don't know, something bigger than Charles Manson though. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Like I've had bloodlust for as long as I can remember. I have no idea like why I even started drinking the blood of my like little like peers on the fucking playground when I was a toddler. Okay. I'm like I came here like evil or something, and that I am awakening has been this like chokehold, leash, collar, like cage that has kept me from acting on those impulses, because like I don't just like think it or believe it or want to believe it or anything. Like, I know without like any shadow of doubt through and through that there is no external, like, I can't do anything to you without doing something to me, because you are me. I recognize that. I also recognize that my creator, my highest consciousness, chose all of these experiences, cherry picked them from like infinite experience for me to grow and to return to unity consciousness, right? So there's no victims or villains here. So it's really difficult for me to just like even have like a normal experience of being a victim of non-fatal strangulation, domestic violence, abuse, rape, anything, because a part of me is completely fully aware that like, did this to myself. I am the creator. I chose this experience. Why, I don't know. It sucks, but there's no victims and no villains here. And then the crazy thing is that like, I didn't even do it. Like, the child me popped out, she took the wheel, she screamed, she got us strangled, lost my voice, and now I have to live in the aftermath of what an alter did. And I feel like there's probably other people that can relate to that, you know, maybe on like a smaller scale, like their alter got a tattoo that they don't want. They've got to live with that for the rest of their life. Or an alter shaved their head, and that's distressing, but hair grows back, and you know, tattoos can be covered, they can be removed. And honestly, like, my tattoos are all shit. I hardly even notice them anymore. I mean, now that I'm not waking up reset to 2012 using my tattoos to find my way back to myself, and like every little object in my home is a crumb leading back to the present day, whether it's, you know, 2014 or 2021. Oh yeah, that's the other thing my twin flame did. He called me when I was like reset to 2012 and spiraling, like really realistically, never closer to jumping out the 10-story window, right? Never fucking closer than right then. And he pulled me out of that. And that was the last, and that was the last that happened. That was the last that happened. Just like miraculously healed. Just like he called, he summoned me. And just like how he healed me when he called, and I got music back. I could hear music again. I could remember music again. I could think of music that I loved again. Like he called on the phone and I answered, and I just never got reset to 2012 again. It's 2025. I don't get reset anymore. I mean, God willing, I don't ever want that to happen again. Like, but it's just like, why him? No, he's gonna get it together. He's gonna do something that like justifies or like makes me feel better about what I sacrificed to help him out of addiction. And you know, like it is his addiction, but it's also just his mental illness. He has schizoaffective disorder, and I say chronic post-traumatic stress disorder because complex mentally it creates like tangly energy. Complex, oh my goodness, complex, like not simple, complex. That's not a good thing. We have to be careful about what we say about ourselves and about others and about everything, because we could inadvertently be spelling our own doom. Words are spells. Yeah. Intention creates reality. Words manifest into physical form. And so I say chronic. And that really conveys the condition is that it is caused from being in a chronic state of trauma. It's from repeated traumatic experiences. That's a timer for my food. I don't want to eat. Ugh. Okay, but I do have to take it out of the oven. I put like popcorn butter on catfish nuggets. I don't know if it's gonna be good. Alexa, timer off, please. like Alexa's voice change. Ain't that a trick? Isn't that funny? Shit, I did not even notice that until now. I don't like Alexa's new voice. I don't like my new voice either. I don't know. You know, people in my life, they're so fucking new here, they don't even know my voice is any different. There's only 2 people that have known me long enough to recognize that my voice is fucking trash. I think it's done. I don't know, it like curls up. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I'm saying meow instead of ow. That's a thing that I've been doing for 2 decades. Or more. No, wait. 3 decades? Shit. 3 decades. That's crazy, bro. You're crazy, bro. Don't call me bro. Are you talking to yourself? No, not really. That might be more productive if I could actually get to the point where I am talking to myself. Like if alters are like conversing across the table, that could be beneficial. I'm not really talking to myself. I mean, I'm like normal talking to myself, not like delusionally speaking to alternate personalities, because that would be productive. You can't like force it. And I don't think that I can properly switch now that I'm aware that I have DID. So like, it's a really fucking fucked up thing that just like the internet like blew up with it and made me like super fucking aware of it and like wrecked me. Like I cannot like switch into anything like I'm supposed to. Like I'm like if I'm getting attacked, then the little one is not who's supposed to be dealing with that. And all I can think is that, like, yeah, because if I had been in warrior mode, because, like, I have full tilt cartoon mode, which, like, you would not even fucking believe what I can do in full tilt cartoon mode. I don't even fucking believe it myself. Yeah. I should be in that when my twin flame is beating me, right? Except that, like, he and I share that cartoon role, I think. That, like, warrior identity. Like, maybe I'm borrowing it from him. Channeling his masculine divinity, right? But I can do that because I was so seated in my masculine divinity. Because I identified as male for, like, half of my life. And then I healed that using emotional freedom technique tapping. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Oh, love and accept and forgive myself. Yes, that's what I did. I did that and it felt really stupid and I hated doing it, but I kept doing it. And then one time I was doing it, it didn't feel stupid and it worked, and it just like completely cured what had become gender dysphoria, because belief shapes reality, right? Like my believing that I was supposed to have been male and that like everything would be better if I was male, like that developed into gender dysphoria, like feeling mutilated, not seeing my body properly, being like at odds with myself and miserable in a way that is really hard to convey. And so like like it's not that I don't have compassion for someone that believes that they're trans. It's that I found a way through it. And I always recognized that like it would be delusional to think that I could be a boy. Like I'm not a boy. That's not possible. I never did anything to present as a boy. And like boy and girl, like that would mean like subscribing to prescribed gender stereotypes. Like gender is a social construct. Initially, pink was a color associated with boys. So, but I had a lot of awareness as a very young child. and I was able to see myself through that. I also like nipped OCD in the bud when my brain was still in the formative years. The formative years, your brain is in a brainwave state that is just programming until about age 8. And if you can learn a new behavior or change a behavior in that time frame, like you're good. Like you're like that window, that like 7-8 year window is like where all of you gets decided. How messed up is that? How crazy is that? How crazy is that like most people aren't aware of that? That's so crazy. Most people also are not aware that it takes 8 repetitions for the average mind to commit new information to memory. Do I need to repeat that 8 times? Let's not and say we did. But yeah, my food is done now. And can I sing Spike's song? I died so many years ago. You can make me feel like it isn't so. Why you come to be with me? I think I finally know. You're scared, ashamed of what you feel. You can't tell the ones you love, you know they couldn't deal. Whisper in a dead man's ear doesn't make him real. Oh, that's great. But I don't wanna play, 'cause being with you touches me more than I can say. Since I'm only dead to you, I'm saying stay away. Let me rest in peace. Let me rest in peace. Let me get some sleep. Let me take my love and bury it in a hole 6 foot deep. I can lay my body down, but I can't find my sweet release. So let me rest in peace. I know I should go, but I follow you like a man possessed. There's a traitor here beneath my breast, and it hurts me more than you'd ever guessed. If my heart could beat, it would break my chest. But I can see you're unimpressed, so leave me be. Let me rest in peace. Let me get some sleep. Let me take my love and bury it in a hole 6 foot deep. I can lay my body down, but I can't find my sweet release. So let me rest in peace. Why won't you let me rest in peace? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't converse with you more, but I can't look at screens too much, and I can't wear my glasses and do this because that would make me focus on the screen. So I don't know what you're saying, but I'm from a time when YouTube was a one-way thing, and I appreciate you participating in my reality, like it's like 2009. I love you. Thank you so much. Love and light. Bye.